Hey, in this video, police discovered a whole truck full of dead bodies. I want to know what goes through police officers' minds when they see stuff like this and like how crazy it is.
The following report is based on official police records, and most of the footage has never been seen before until now. 5 weeks before police would make the most gruesome discovery of their careers in an airport parking garage, the nightmare began with a missing 21-year-old named Matthew Miller in the town of Grants, New Mexico.
Well, the last time you talked to him was this 22nd of January?
Yes.
And that was what, a Tuesday?
Yeah, Tuesday.
The woman is Matthew's grandmother, and she knows as well as the detective that her grandson is heavily into the addiction scene in Grants.
So you guys can help me out by just calling around to hospitals, clinics, rehabilitation places, other county jails, like that. See if he's there.
But the detective doesn't mince words when it comes to his fears.
I have been doing this an awful long time. I am very concerned about Matthew's whereabouts. I'm very concerned.
Detective Turney talks next to an associate of Matthew's named Leonie, hoping she may be able to shed some light on his whereabouts.
I need to come in and talk to you. Huh?
I'm missing. He left his phone.
I'm not worried about. I'm not this. I don't care. I don't care about anything. I don't care about any drugs, drug stuff.
You look Cuban fields.
We can have a chat with you. We're looking for Matthew Miller. He's been missing for over 2 weeks. You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
When was the last time he was here?
Maybe a year ago, maybe?
A year ago.
When I first got this place, yeah. When I first got it, last January.
He hasn't been here since then.
Like I know
Okay.
it very well.
What if I got video of his vehicle?
Maybe Dustin hasn't here, man. When I'm having myself.
But it won't be easy to speak with her fiancé, Justin Mata, because according to her, he ran off with a woman named Jennifer Lannon.
So back on 17th and came back. And then
17th. That's
I ain't gonna lie.
yeah, and then I went to go talk to the guy in Kingman. He's like, yeah, they left each other. They're during the night and they're in Arizona.
Do you have any kind of way to contact
Men
us?
do that sometimes. I ain't gonna lie.
He's
Or she
such a-
could have took him out of jealousy.
That day, police find Matthew's Chevy Colorado parked outside the Lubbock apartments, just a few blocks away. When they return to question Leonie, they confront her with footage of the truck in front of her home last month, contradicting her claim that she hadn't seen Matthew in a year. Leonie pushes back, insisting that if Matthew was there, he must have been visiting her fiancé, Justin.
I've got that truck parked right there on the 26th of January. You told me he left on the 17th,
He did.
but he came back.
January 15th. I guess he did.
So if you drove his truck from here to over to Lubbock, you need to tell me.
I don't know.
I'm gonna find out if you did it, because I've got other surveillance video. If I had you on video
Okay, I'm good.
driving that vehicle from here to there or getting in or out of it, okay, I'm gonna charge you. This is your chance.
But Leonie stays firm, and with her fiancé Justin apparently having run off with Jennifer Lannon, it's perhaps no surprise when the next call that comes into Grant's police department is from Jennifer's mother in New Jersey.
It's unlike my daughter to go 2 weeks without calling us. Then it went 3 weeks. It's unlike my daughter not calling us or texting us. 3 weeks.
The police are now dealing with 3 people whose whereabouts are unknown: Matthew Miller, Justin Mata, and Jennifer Lannon. They hope to find answers by turning to Jennifer's ex-husband, Sean Lannon. They learn that Sean just moved to Albuquerque with his kids to stay with a friend, having been evicted from the house in Grants for not paying rent. Nonetheless, he makes the drive to speak to police.
So when was the last time you had contact with us? We want a very specific time.
I don't have a
Text, call, see what?
C.
See. About a week ago.
Yeah, before I finished packing the house
Okay. And where was that at?
at Kingman.
Despite divorcing, Sean still lived with Jennifer and their 3 kids. He says that several weeks ago, Jennifer left with Justin and another mystery man he knows only by the street name Suspect. But she would come back periodically to collect more of her belongings, And on these occasions, Jennifer, Justin, and
man.
suspect would be in a white Chrysler.
Have you ever seen Matthew Miller? You know who I'm talking about? Was he over at your house?
Sean acknowledges that Matthew has been by the house frequently and that he even allowed Sean to drive his truck. Sean says that the last time he drove Matthew's vehicle was a couple of weeks ago when he took the kids to McDonald's and a few other places before returning home.
Last time you saw
Matthew was with those two.
in which vehicle?
Late vehicle, but they were at the house.
Did you have anything to do with Jennifer's disappearance, Matthew's disappearance? Aren't you pretty upset that she was sleeping with Justin?
She was sleeping with a few people.
The detective is familiar with the opioid struggles Jennifer, and indeed many people in this circle of friends, has been dealing with.
If you're addicted to what she's addicted to, okay, you will do anything to keep from feeling that pain when you don't have it. You know what I'm saying?
She didn't try and get through it.
She's been through rehab at least once.
Yeah,
Put her, you know. I'm worried about her.
Me too. Me too.
I'm worried about Matthew. I'm worried about Justin, to some extent.
Yeah.
They know what happened. Somebody drove. We found Matthew's ride.
It's over near the house. It's all 3 weeks.
Huh?
It's over near the house. Couple streets over.
Sean doesn't offer any guess as to how the vehicle wound up in front of the Lubbock apartments, an omission that will later raise suspicions.
Man, I just got a really, really bad feeling about all this.
Sure. Sure.
You don't.
I do.
You don't seem.
I've been living in this circle for a minute.
Has she ever done this before?
Yeah.
Before the interview is over, Sean brings up another individual, a man named Danny, who was staying at the house on Kingman until recently. The detective is all too familiar with the name.
People talk all they want, right? I believe what comes out of that dude's mouth. I don't think he's have too tight. And my kids are.
He needs to go to prison too, man. Back to prison.
Could this man, Danny, known on the streets by the nickname Dog, have some part to play in these disappearances? It's clear he has a reputation.
If I know he's some type of unsavory character, I don't deal with any people like that.
Okay, how do you, yeah.
From I think they said he had a nickname in Dog or something, and that I don't know what Sean said. You know, he suspected that he's killed people before and he's been in and out of jail and stuff like that. And I'm just like, you need to distance yourself. Like, I told him before, I'm like, you need to not be around anybody like that. Like, that's not good for you. It's not good for your kids.
Police turn to Danny's cousin, only to immediately run into resistance.
Your cousin with Danny?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You guys have a place together?
No, we did not have a place together at all, sir. I am not associated with my cousin in any way other than giving him a place to lay his head.
Okay, well see, that's why
I own 2 camper trailers. He is residing in them or not, I do not know. Okay, I'm unaware of what he's doing, where he's at. That is all I have to say in this matter.
Okay. Well, usually that's why
I was not living with him, he is not living with me.
Okay.
So where do we go from here? Because I have nothing else to say, I don't know what the hell he's doing. Why I'm being followed, why I'm being watched, why am I being anything other than that? I have no idea, sir.
Okay.
And with all due respect to you guys, catch that son of a... I'm honestly scared to be here, guys. I don't want to be here. I know who my cousin is.
Yes.
He's a gang member in here too, so am I scared? I'm just scared, bro, okay?
In the meantime, investigators talk to a man named Josh in relation to a separate case. Out of the blue, he asks about Matthew Miller's disappearance and tells them that their attention should be on the man they interviewed yesterday, Jennifer's ex-husband, Sean Lannon.
Check this out, man. Yesterday, I was at Kelly's. Sean told me to go talk to you. Okay, and I guess he had to go talk to you or something, talk to the cops. He goes into Kelly's in the garage, stashes a bag in the ceiling, gun, his wife's IDs, clothes, everything. He just stashes it there since he had to go talk to the cops. How do you know? I was there. I was there. Sean killed all 3 of them, man. I'm telling you, he murked all 3 of them people, man. He busted his phone right there. What? Sean did. right in front of Kelly, all of us. He got his phone and he handed it to Kelly. No, after that, before that, he handed the phone to Kelly, and Kelly handed it back to him like, what? He got it and smashed it on the ground. Why would he do that? Come on, they find the truck right by his house. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he'd already been kicked out by then, but...
Man, I'm telling you, man, he did. I know he did, man. Straight up.
The detectives need to know immediately if what Josh is telling them is true. They go to see Kelly, Sean's rumored girlfriend, to see if she knows anything about this stashed bag.
All I know is that I haven't seen Jennifer in a while, and Sean said that she took off with Justin Martha.
Was Sean here yesterday?
He came out yesterday, yeah.
How many times? What did he do?
He came inside, he told me that he had to go down and report Jennifer missing. And he got a Coke, took a couple drinks, and left. And then he came back again, but I was leaving. I was going to get keys because I locked myself out of my house.
Did Sean hide anything in the house that was going to take him?
No.
Did he destroy his phone?
Yeah, right here. I forgot. He destroyed his phone.
Do you think he did something to Jennifer and Matthew?
I honestly don't.
But police are growing suspicious. They execute a search warrant on Sean's house and discover that he ripped up the carpet in one of the bedrooms before being evicted. If that weren't enough, they have surveillance of his house, and the cameras aren't showing them a picture that lines up with Sean's last statement.
Hello?
Hey, is this Sean?
Yes, it is.
Hey, Sean, this is Detective Turney. How are you doing?
Good, how are you doing today?
Good, man. I've been trying to get a hold of your other number, and it's not working. So.
No, I apologize. Sorry.
So you know anything new?
No, I haven't heard anything. Nope. Anywhere on your end?
No, we've made some progress here and there. I've got a bunch of pictures of different vehicles. I'd like you to take a look at, see if you could help me identify them.
Good time tomorrow. I wanted to come in and I can I still have like stuff I got to return to the school.
Okay. Tomorrow would be great. Just give me a heads up anytime.
But tomorrow comes and goes, and Sean doesn't show. The day after that, realizing that Sean has an outstanding warrant relating to a recent assault and battery incident, they have Albuquerque police arrest him and bring him to Grants. The next afternoon, Detective Turney sits down with Sean Lannon once again, and this time, his questions are much more pointed.
The things that
Sean, you scared me a little bit. Hey.
Okay. I've
like he on the edge.
Ruled each one of them as just an outright lie. Okay?
Sure.
Because of the facts. I have surveillance all over this town.
Mm-hmm. I'm scared of him.
I have surveillance.
He like to do it all split.
All right?
Yeah.
Sean.
The glass. Both of them. I think that same.
Step
person.
one.
Right.
Okay. Step one is to tell me where the bodies are. Step two, okay, is to tell me some kind of reasonable story of the truth.
Right. What is it how and when I told you what you knew, that's when I feel I gave you an honest answer. What is it that would cause you to think otherwise, that it wasn't true? What is it that you think I
know you're the last one who drove Matthew Miller's truck.
Okay.
I know you parked it where we found it.
Yep.
That's all a lie. You lied to me about it.
What do you mean? That's where I put it. I told you where it was. It's still there last time I saw it. I told you right here. I told you I drove the truck.
You told me you drove the truck a few weeks prior and you went to Smith's and Walmart to get food and then you went back and drove and parked it at Kingman.
At McDonald's, yeah.
That's
it. It's the last time I drove it. And the kids were with me the whole time.
The detective plays Sean some footage from a surveillance camera across the street from his house that shows him getting into Matthew Miller's truck on the 26th of January, 1 month earlier.
You go to the side and then you jump over the side and fix something in the back. After you go back to the back of it, and you get in it, and you leave. You're gone for quite some time. You're gone for quite some time, And then you also pass by Jackson, where there is good surveillance video too. And then you go park it at the Lubbock Apartments and walk away from it.
Right.
Why would you do such a thing?
That's where Justin. No, that's always he would take his truck all the time. So I figured that's where he said to take it. But the keys under the seat.
Matthew said to
Man.
park it there.
Come on.
He left it down numerous times. So after they came with all
Matthew
those federal
told you
bills,
to park it at the Lubbock Apartments.
really, Justin said to do it, but
Ain't he the one who got put out the house? Or got for no whatever? If anybody is down on their luck and they look like him, man, that's worse than going down in the hood and seeing eight brothers with guns. Man, I'm telling y'all.
he said, yeah.
This story, of course, went untold the first time Sean spoke to the detective, and it's not the only discrepancy that police have found.
And Jennifer and Justin ran off together.
Yeah.
And they got into this white car.
A white 300 or something.
Yeah, there's no white car that ever goes to came in.
Yes. There's a heads up. There's a white 300 there.
I think you're lying, Sean. On February 10th, okay, that was the day you came in here and we got Jennifer entered missing.
Yeah.
Before you came here, you went to Kelly DeSoto's house.
I did.
You took a bag in the house and had a gun.
Yep.
And Jennifer's IDs. Why would you do that? You're admitting that you did that?
I had a bag at the house, yeah.
On your way here, you stopped at Kelly's.
I stopped at Kelly's.
Right?
Yep. Talked to Kelly for a few minutes. And I left.
You took a bag in her house and hid the bag.
I didn't hide the bag. It was on the kitchen table. That's it. It was my other bag, the laptop and everything.
And there was a gun in the bag.
There was Justin's gun, which was his gun.
And Jennifer's IDs.
And Jennifer's IDs, yeah.
Sean says that when he went back to Kelly's house after the interview, the gun was missing from the bag. Once again, he brings up Danny, his allegedly dangerous acquaintance.
I said, where's the stuff that's in the bag? And Doug was like, this is what you're gonna get. And I was like, I was trying to fight with him because he put on the scary side. He has that pistol.
But right now, the detective is more interested in Sean's actions.
You destroyed Jennifer's phone.
I destroyed Jennifer's?
You smashed it on the porch.
I didn't destroy the phone.
I've got several people that witnessed this.
And who are the several people?
Kelly.
I didn't destroy the phone.
Who did it? You didn't smash a phone?
I didn't smash a phone.
In that interview here,
yeah.
I asked you, hey, is this the good number to contact you?
Yeah.
And you said, yeah.
Yeah.
After you left and went to Kelly's and destroyed it,
that would be the...
I never was able to contact you on that number again. You never called me again asking, have we found her?
Sean has arguments ready for all of Detective Turney's points, but the detective has a simple explanation for why his suspicions are not going away.
So you got Matthew. Let's say there's 10 people in Matthew's household that could be persons of interest in his life and his disappearance, right? So then you've got Jennifer.
Yep.
Let's say there's another 10 people, okay? Justin, bare minimum, another 10 people, okay? You are the only one that's in each one of these circles.
The dog's in that. The dog's brought him into my world. Literally.
Okay.
I'm like, I'm not that person. Like,
so did Danny kill him?
I have no idea. I literally spent most of my time with the kids. If I had to guess who would kill him, it would be the guys that, if I got dispose of bodies, I'm going to put him in my pig. And he showed me the pig one day because I was helping him at his house. The pig was like as big as this table. It's like, pigs will eat everything but the eyeballs. I'm like,
who are you talking about?
Danny Lemos, dog.
But despite making his most direct effort yet to implicate Danny, Sean remains the detective's primary focus.
It don't look good for you. Okay? It does not look good for you, Sean.
Okay.
You're the last one who drove freaking Matthew's truck. You've parked it where it was, okay? So it
And I
doesn't
told
look
you
good.
wthe where it was, and I was honest about it. I put my kids in the
Not
car.
till today. Not till
No,
today.
you pulled that video last time. I told you that I took my kids in the truck
And you went
parked
straight
it.
back to Kingman. You didn't tell me you parked it in Lubbock.
But Sean maintains that he didn't kill Matthew, Justin, and Jennifer, and that furthermore,
Yes,
he
he did.
doesn't see how he could have.
I don't know how you would have a body come out of that house. I'm assuming there's video on
Maybe they just
the one in
OD'd.
front.
Maybe they just OD'd.
It's a body, like
Yeah.
they OD'd. How are you gonna get rid of a body?
The chilling answer to that question would soon begin to emerge in the most gruesome way imaginable. Sean is released from police custody on March 2nd. The next day, security footage shows a red pickup truck driving into the International Sunport Airport in Albuquerque. It goes unnoticed until late the following night when parking lot security officers inspect the truck and take note of a terrible smell.
Last night, the swing shift. Okay. I believe they stated that there was a suspicious vehicle that was parked in the garage.
We got passed down that this Ford Red Ranger was here and had a foul smell to it. We looked at it, we couldn't really smell it but we caught slight whiffs of it.
Did Palm Center finally notify you guys?
Yeah, they called us.
Oh, they did?
Ago.
Okay.
Just a little bit ago.
Yeah, because they said they weren't going to dispatch officers for plunging. Yeah, because I called it in, but there's a pretty foul smell coming from the vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just kind of odd and out of place, especially with all the couple around there. And
Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely weird.
Now on scene in the earliest hours of March 5th, officers with the Albuquerque Police Department begin to investigate the truck, unaware that they're on the verge of one of the most shocking discoveries of their careers.
Kind of smells. Kind of smells, but I mean,
Yep, he cheated with the girl.
not to like decompose or anything. You know what I mean?
It may not be, maybe it's an animal, I don't know. It looks like
The skin with the hair that looked. Yeah, and some like hand saws through this window.
like they stared at it for a while.
Yeah.
I think there's something behind him.
Black plastic bag. And a tarp. I don't know what's under there.
And that looks like blood on your shirt.
What is that?
That's good.
Oh, yeah. Like those loppers right there. Yeah. I can't tell if that's rust on it or, I don't know. Like around the blade part, it kind of looks reddish.
yeah, it might be right.
I mean, could be rust, but just based off what we're looking at, I mean, I don't know. This one just kind of smelled blood on that thing with the lead.
Hello, young lady.
Hi there.
We have a suspicious situation here. There's a bunch of big couple worked up in the back, and it smells awfully bad.
How you guys
Now, we kind of pulled one over, and it looks like there might be a major body part. I don't know.
doing?
So,
I don't know. Okay, well then I'm out of here. Just kidding.
you guys, if there is something like that, are you the one that authorized the homicide to come out?
I'll call my supervisor and let me know, and so come out and then we'll authorize it.
Look down.
Oh, look, it looks like there's like, oh, there's skin like that. Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely, I find this suspicious. I thought you guys were just joking with me.
When crime scene investigators arrive, they begin processing the truck. Inside the bins, they find body parts. A male torso in one, an intact female in another, and yet another, a second male torso with a blade still lodged in the rib cage. Ultimately, alongside bloody hand tools, all of the body parts are found in the bins, and they will
That's
be
crazy.
identified as the
Ugh.
remains of Jennifer Lannon, Justin Mata, and Matthew Miller.
Those
So it
3
is
body parts in that bin.
digress.
What, 3 bodies?
The investigation continues as night turns into day,
He
and the
did
media
that.
gets wind of
He
this
did
shocking
that.
development.
Copy, sir.
He did that. He over there trying to run everybody in these circles.
Yeah, it is.
All media is supposed to meet at the Sheraton. Yeah, thanks. Okay. How's it going? Did they send you guys this way already?
What?
Did they send you guys this way already?
The whole press conference thing is over.
Okay.
So we came over here to, we're going to do a quick live shot.
The chilling discovery draws significant attention, but the investigation is only getting started. Police turn to the airport security cameras where they find their first lead, a man heading down the parking lot elevators right around the time the truck was dropped off. Combined with some other security footage, it gives the detectives a place to start.
We had a male that came from the parking garage and came down, and we've gotten to an ABC green cab.
I think it's the green cap. We don't have ABC. I think.
Yeah, green cab. Sorry, green cab. Okay.
I didn't see him get in, so I couldn't really answer that.
Okay. Do you recall anything about him?
I can't remember having a conversation.
Okay.
Like I don't even if there was a conversation, it was probably about the taxi or the bus. That's mostly what most of the people ask me.
Okay.
But honestly, I don't remember nothing.
Interviewing airport employees and taxi drivers doesn't get them much closer to the truth. But when Detective Turnian Grants gets a look at the security footage, he believes he knows exactly who it is in the video. None other than Sean Lannon. The only problem is that Sean is no longer in the area.
Yeah, I know his mom arranged for them to go back east, so hopefully they went back east on Thursday, so.
Indeed, less than 12 hours before airport security noticed the mysterious red truck in their parking lot, Sean Lannon and his 3 children boarded a flight for New Jersey. He takes the kids to his mom's house in Gloucester County, New Jersey, where police are watching Sean's movements and waiting for him to separate from his kids. The plan is to move in and get the children to safety at that time. But in the meantime, police in Albuquerque have a new problem. Only 3 people have been reported missing in Grants, and they're accounted for by the victims in the bins. But in the passenger seat of that red truck, they found the body of another deceased man, his face destroyed with significant trauma. Underneath him, police found a short-handled sledgehammer. So who is the dead man in the passenger seat? They begin with the information they do have. The registered owner of the truck, a man by the name of Randall Apostolon. They track down his brother to see if they can find Randall and determine if he has anything to do with this tragic crime.
What's up?
Are you there? Are you Mark?
Yes, I am.
Mark?
Yes.
Okay, good. And is your mom Claire?
Excuse me?
Is mom? Your mom? Is it your mom? You live here with someone? Grandma?
No, I don't.
No?
Gentlemen, what are you here for? Please get to the point.
Sure. Actually, we're looking for a fellow named Randall.
That's my brother.
Okay. Can I talk to you about him?
Yeah, would you like to come in?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
If you don't mind.
I'll get a mask on.
Thank you.
I really don't know where he is, to be honest with you.
Okay.
All he does is receive his mail here.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So,
Can we just...
go ahead and have a seat. I'll bring the chair.
Do you know where he lives?
My brother's in transit. I mean, he has been since I had to buy his house because it was in foreclosure. May I ask what it's in reference to, or is it private because you guys can't tell me?
Well, it's a little bit private. It just we're looking for him, and we've got some questions for him.
Mark shares that his brother has struggled with addiction for years and has been homeless lately.
I truly think he's living out of his vehicle. I truly believe.
Tell me why you think that.
Because, let's see.
So that was his vehicle that was all in?
Friend to friend, but the last friend I heard, and I don't know where the friend lives, booted him out last week.
Police eventually tracked down a man named Aaron, who may have been one of the last people to see Randall Apostolon. Aaron tells them that he was hanging out at the Family Dollar one day when a man approached him looking for storage space because he had some boxes that needed to be stashed overnight.
He had to do it in a hurry because they were coming to tow his truck or something like that. I don't know if they were repoing it or he said someone was going to tow it, so I assumed they were repoing it. So he had to get his stuff out of it. So I said, all right. So I thought of Randy because I've been doing some work with him.
He said he introduced Randall to this stranger, and that was the end of his involvement.
That's about all I really remember. I remember that guy said he was ex-military. He had 3 kids at home. He said he had 3 daughters. He lived in a Pearl. Took somewhere up on the 2nd floor, and that's about all I remember him talking about.
If the spotlight of suspicion on Sean Lannon wasn't already bright enough, Aaron's story is the clincher. Sean is ex-military, has 3 children, and was living in the Pearl Apartments with his friend Diana right up until the day he flew back to the East Coast. In New Jersey, the mission to peacefully separate Sean Lennon from his 3 children is a success. But Sean himself has escaped surveillance.
YouTube.
According to his mother and sister, he went for a job interview in Virginia. Police don't know his actual whereabouts, and they certainly aren't prepared for what he plans to do next. In the meantime, Jennifer's family comes to terms with the growing likelihood that Sean was their daughter's killer.
And she said, Mom,
So
Sean
Sean did
never
it.
let me go. I could
Sean
never
did
leave
it.
him because he told me that he would kill me first. He'd have to kill me first.
In Albuquerque, a positive identification is made on the body in the passenger seat of the truck. It's Randall Apostolon. After notifying his brother Mark, one detective must call him back with grim advice when the Ranger is released from evidence.
I do wish to absolutely warn you and encourage you, sir, that this truck, because of the bodies were hauled in it in the condition that they were in, that if you want to retain custody of the truck, you're going to need to have a professional cleaning crew, ones that specialize in crime scene or medical cleanup, go over the vehicle, because it's that there's a the odor of the decomp, and there's blood inside of the vehicle. So if you're wishing to get it, that's obviously it's your discretion, but that is what you would need to do.
And in a conversation with Sean's friend Diana, police finally reveal the truth about Jennifer.
Do they know anything? Do you know if she's okay?
Who?
Jen?
So, I'm gonna be very direct with you. No, she's not okay. Not at all.
It's for the kids, it's terrible. It's awful. My God.
Why would he, like, what made him want to do? Look at
I don't
him.
think he would, but I don't know.
I don't think he would.
I don't know.
Look at him. They either got money or they going crazy. It ain't no in between when you look like that.
And then we found Justin. And then we found his friend as well. All of them dead. Now what do you think?
Like, no. If you down on your luck,
It happened to one person.
you look like him.
But in East Greenwich Township, New Jersey, the death toll is about to rise once.
No, what make me mad is a lot of these people be knowing exactly what that man is capable of, and they father and all that. Oh, I would never think this. I would. Yes, you would. Look at him. Like I keep telling y'all, I don't care what nobody say. Just like y'all stereotype people and y'all want to do all that, I start paying attention. I stereotype people too, just like they do me. Yeah, if you sit right here, if you look like him, you either have money or it's something wrong with you. It's one day, you wear cargo shorts and you be on the grill and you got an American flag around you drinking Bud Light and or hey, I don't know what to tell you. I prefer the first version. Yep, I'll be around some American flag toting. Man, come on, man. Money getting. Cause people like him, they already said he got evicted. Come on. They don't do well with trauma in their life, with their haircut and their hair like that. They can't just go get a good woman. Like,
again.
Police
they gotta have money.
Hello. I need an officer to check on someone for me, if that was possible.
A woman named Carol,
and that's why I said he
police,
did it
asking
from the
them
beginning.
to make sure her friend Michael Dubkowski is okay.
And how old is Michael? Michael is, let me think, he's 66. And why are we checking on him? Well, I'm his friend, and I live up in Collingswood, and we check on each other because we both live alone, and we've been friends for a long time. And he got a new phone this weekend, and I keep dialing. I talked to him since he got it. I spoke to him this morning, and this afternoon, I called him, and he said, I have to call you back. And he never called me back, and his line is just busy, busy, busy.
Police head out to the house, having no idea that they're stepping into an ongoing horror story.
So Sean went to his house and took him out too? Hey, if Sean did something to him too,
When
no
there's
need to turn the body
answer,
cams
the
on.
officer tries lifting the garage door as much as possible to see inside.
County 1735. Just confirming. that
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, he a real serial killer. Like, nah, he the went
Alright,
home, like
I was able to
straight mad,
pull the door
literally.
over just a little bit, a couple inches. I can see that there is no car here.
A curious neighbor soon walks over to the house.
I mean, and everything is locked. I mean, everything is locked up tight. Right, and that's my major concern. It seems like it's completely out of character.
News soon comes that could either explain the situation or make it much worse.
Car was in Camden City around 3:49. Yeah, which is right down the street from Walter Rand Station now. And with him having family in Boston, he takes 30th Street Station in Philadelphia there by train.
Dang.
So I'm hoping he went to Walter Rand Station, got the river line over to 30th Street. I don't know. It doesn't seem right.
That's not Mike, no.
The police give the garage door another try, and this time they make entry. It's not long before they notice something that changes the tone of this wellness check completely.
And he broke a little. He gets through there. See if that's unlocked. Locked.
There's something. It's not even locked. Oh, you see that door?
What is it? Oh, the door's open?
Yeah, but look at this.
All right, sir, if you can hang out there for now.
All right.
Yeah, I'm going to go grab my gloves.
I'm just going to kick this in.
Yeah, I'm going to grab my gloves. Can we push that door with something?
I'm turning on real quick.
So is it like another door blocking it?
Here it is.
Police department.
Oh, okay.
All right.
All right, there's a...
All right.
All right, this can handle.
The scene is a gory one. On the floor lies Michael Debkowski amidst a large amount of blood. He appears to have been bludgeoned to death.
County, if you could, contact my on-call detective, Gloucester County Prosecutor's Office, and me. County, we need that vehicle entered stolen also, please.
This dude tripping.
Unfortunately,
they gotta stop him.
Is he alive? No, not at this time. But I would like you not to contact anybody.
Oh, absolutely.
Not at this time. What are he gonna be alive next time?
I don't know, sir. I don't know. I have people coming out to check.
Okay.
Those investigators soon arrive, and the first officer on scene explains what they found inside. Before long, a familiar name comes up.
Sean.
As soon as we go in,
Sean.
on the right-hand side, blood everywhere, and somebody covered his face with like a rag or a towel.
So do we have any idea who would have been here?
So the only person she can think of, she was saying earlier, he was a big brother, big sister thing to Lannon's out of Paulsboro.
Okay.
Sean Lannon, and she couldn't remember the other name.
Can you just hear that thing?
You know what that name is.
He's still in the wind, huh?
He doesn't remain so for long. The next night, Sean calls his mom and sister to tell them that he's extremely sorry for all the things he's done.
He sees ghosts. And they lived in Franklinville. And he said there was a little girl ghost there. Then there was another ghost, and that was the ghost of her grandmother. Mm-hmm. And then that night, before he left my house, he was me and Sean and Tina. And he said, you know, there's a third ghost, and it's in here. And I said, Sean, there's only the Holy Ghost in here. No ghosts in here. And he said the first one's the little girl. The second one's Jen's grandmother. He said, but I'm not going to tell you who the third one is. There's something wrong with him.
Law enforcement tracks Sean's phone to Missouri, and in the early morning hours of March 10th, 2 days after the murder of Michael Debkowski, U.S. Marshals find Sean in Debkowski's car in St. Louis. They take him into custody without incident. In the SUV, they find a hammer and bloody clothing. What investigators don't know is that these 5 brutal murders may be only a small glimpse of the full horrifying story. Not only is Sean finally in custody, he's ready to talk. He says that after becoming sick with endocarditis, he fell behind on rent and was facing eviction. It was while he was
Nah, hey, the only thing, why'd you in St. Louis? I had to look out the window to make sure, man, nah. St. Louis, yeah, I'm leaving here. Too many criminals coming here.
Was strategizing a move back
good.
to New Jersey with the
I'm
kids in
good.
January that he was faced with one of the darkest days of his life.
One day I took a walk to Walmart, pushed a double stroller empty to go get groceries. Pretty good walk from where I lived on Kingman Avenue to Walmart. A half hour into the walk, I realized I didn't have my food cart. So I turned around, came back, went in the front door, went down the hallway to get my food cart on my dresser. I noticed it was quiet. And the kids opened the door, gentlemen, Chester and there.
The detectives may anticipate Sean telling them that he killed Jennifer and Justin for the affair, but his actual story takes a far more bizarre turn.
Yeah, it
was like idiots. The kids grabbed my card. Justin said that they were with his girlfriend. I'm like, you idiot. Your girlfriend, your wife's got my kids, so you got your girlfriend. So call the kids, nothing. Open the door, cross your mind. It's a pile of blankets. Behind the blankets are the kids.
Sean says that he could tell immediately that something was terribly wrong with his children, ages 4, 6, and 7.
Pick up bags. Very much like bags.
What is going on?
Right on top of them. No response. Pick up bags. Not breathing. Doesn't seem like she's breathing, so flipping out. I put her against her. I could feel her. She's got shallow breaths. Just tall ones. So I'm screaming at the two of them. Like, what the f*** you do to the kids? I'm flipping out. Like, what the f*** you do? Justin's putting on his clothes. Comes in like, done this 100 times. Man, like, they're fine. They're fine. I'm like, they're not fine. They're not breathing. What you do?
You've done this 100
Because
times.
when they drugged them something in their medicine, they said they also blew heroin smoke in their faces.
Sean says he grabbed a can of Narcan from the garage and
what
tried
really
to use it
happened?
to revive the children, but the effort failed, leaving him with very few options.
Jen didn't think I was being serious. She comes in, looks at Savvy. She grabs Sean Michael. She's got on pulse. She's not breathing on pulse. I'm like, I know. I check Sean. There's no pulse. She starts saying that she killed the Garrison baby. That's it. We conceived Sean and Garrison. Like, Justin ran out the room, out the house immediately. At this point, we're just crying and holding the kids. Jen's adamant she's gonna overdose on the heroin. She kisses the kids on the forehead, all 3 of them. This is I'll see in a minute. She goes to do all of it. I took her back and I put her on the couch in the living room.
Sean then walks detectives through the very moment he took Jennifer's life.
Jen was already out with the heroin. It wasn't enough to take her life. So she wanted to make sure she went too, for sure. Because I realized she was breathing. She wasn't going to OD. I went in the other room, psyched myself up, repeating that kind of emotionally charged statement of, you killed the Garrison baby. So I had enough whatever to do it. Alright. I put the pistol behind her head and I pulled the trigger. Level.
But Sean says he had no intention of going on either. Before he could bring this day to its ultimate end, however, something unexpected happened.
My son cried out. I was like, what the f*** do I do now? Pull the trigger, kid's gonna see both of our heads blown off. I thought they were dead.
Sean says that he put the gun away. Instead of calling 911, he says he somehow revived the children, though he never explains how. And with his wife now dead, Sean was forced to pretend to friends and family that she was still alive.
A couple weeks afterwards, I got a text from Jennifer, but I know it wasn't from her. And
that was
she
early
said,
within that
she said,
second or third week.
She said, it wasn't that. It was just, I can't afford my drugs anymore. Which, first of all, she would never say that to me.
Right, she'd never be that direct with you.
No.
Oh, no.
No, she never would. And so I texted back, what have you been doing? You know?
Right.
And somebody texted back using his phone, Jennifer's phone that she was using at the time, the number that I had on my phone. I've been sleeping with people. I've been sleeping with this guy. We started formulating an idea that, something was wrong.
Things were only getting more wrong by the day. Sean tells the investigators that he also impersonated Jennifer in text messages to lure Justin back to the house the following week.
It took like a week. I came to the house. So, I in the laundry room, connected to the garage. That's where I killed him. Just before I killed him, he offered up a trade. His phone had pictures of Shawn Michael sitting there naked in my living room with, I don't know what his name was, William or Matthew Miller, whatever that his name is, with his, on my son's shoulders. So, I was tempted to let him go. I was like, who sent you this picture? He's like, I don't know it's real. He's like, I took the picture. I was like, well, you took that picture and you just got in the picture. So, I said, there is, he was right over the vent where Jen would hide her heroin. And he wanted to know if he could do a shot of heroin before it took his life. So I said, well, if you find any in the vent. So he literally was looking down the vent. He didn't see it coming. And I shot him in the back of the head.
This at least partially matches a story Sean told a woman named Joanne, with whom he stayed for a couple of days before moving to Albuquerque to live with Diana. She told police that he'd gone back to the Grant's house to feverishly clean the place, scrubbing so hard he got blisters on his hands. Sean told her that there was a, quote, blood mess in one of the vents from someone who died. But even with Jennifer and Justin dead, Sean wasn't done.
Finally, that kid comes over, William or Matthew, whatever his name is, comes over with Felicity, his girlfriend. She looked like she was like 12 years old. And they shouldn't hurt anyone, they don't have to. So he's like, they're looking for money for anything. I'm like, I'll give you a food card. I was like, just take like $40. And I was like, all I need is later in the week, give me a ride to get some water. I'm having electric or no water. So one of those times he came back, he didn't have Felicity. And that's when I shot him in the back of the head. So I asked him about the thing with my son. He said that it wasn't his idea, and I was like, what do you mean it wasn't his? You have an erection in the picture, like, you can't force someone to have an erection in your child, no. I shot him in the garage.
Sean says even that wasn't supposed to be the end of his vengeance. Before he was killed, Justin gave him one more name, a name that was on the police radar as a person of interest in the early stages of the investigation.
He also had pictures of Daniel Lim and my son.
What?
Same name. I never got my hands on Daniel Lim.
Oh
I
no.
fully intended. That's where I was heading back to New Mexico for. Yesterday.
We gotta see this to the end. I'm confused.
Yeah, where Danny is.
I hope that ain't what happened.
It'd be in the box.
After tossing Danny's name at police as an alternative suspect, Sean finally admits that he had nothing to do with the murders. When investigators catch up to Danny, they learn two things. One, he did indeed take the gun out of Sean's bag only to turn around and quickly sell it for cash. And two, he has no idea what Sean is talking about in regards to inappropriate pictures.
He says you were doing something with Matthew and Justin and one of their kids.
No, I'm sorry, that's an outright lie. I don't know what he said, but if it's got anything to do with kids, Shadley, no, never that. And I'll put that on my last name, I'll put that on my dad, I'll put that on everything I know.
I believe you, Danny.
I would never do that.
I believe you, Danny. I believe you.
In the immediate aftermath of the murders, Sean says his primary concern was hiding the bodies. This involved work he says he took no pleasure in, starting with Jennifer.
So I pretty much slid her into a storage bin, a long one. The sheets that were around here, the bedding was in the bed, in the box too. A day later, I had to try to dismember her to put her in containers. It didn't work. It's awful and traumatic. Just thinking about it, it still haunts me.
It wasn't long before he was back at it again, this time with Justin.
I had to dismember him at some point a day or two later. It disgusted me. It was gross. I let him. I had to work up the nerve just to move his body. So there's so much blood. That's why I had to pull the floor up in that room.
Sean says he did the same to Matthew after killing him.
It was awful. It was the most awful thing I've ever seen in my life. The only thing I remember thinking is that one dude was so fat was, I gotta get up. He's so fat. I knew I had to get, to displace the socket on his hip, you know? That's awful.
While you're in grants and all this stuff is happening in your house, the kids are in the house?
The kids, I would do it at night when the kids were asleep. Or I'd have an activity set up, you'd be in their room and set up a whole freaking activity, and, it takes that long to do it, but, yeah.
Did they hear or see anything?
No.
Sean says he stored the totes containing the bodies in a friend's SUV, which he kept parked at the Pearl Apartments in Albuquerque where he and the kids were staying with Diana. But when his friend demanded the vehicle back, he knew he had to find a new storage solution before heading home to New Jersey.
How'd you get in touch with Randy? How did Randy get into this?
I would go over to the Family Dollar just to get stuff for the kids to eat. Mm-hmm. Some guy was like, "Oh, you have any food? You have any money? Anything?" I gave him a couple bucks, and then when I needed storage, I said, "You know anyone that needs storage? I need to use a storage area in a truck to move stuff." Mm-hmm. He's like, "Oh, my buddy will," so he put me in contact with Randy.
Sean tells the detectives that Randall Apostolon arrived at the Family Dollar only a few minutes later.
He's like, "It's only $150 because we need gas and all this other." And I was like, "Okay." And we get there, the storage area was full.
His or?
Yeah.
Where were you going to pick up the totes from? Now, where are they at?
They were in the back of the truck at the Pearl.
Still in the Pearl, okay.
Yeah. So I loaded them up. And we actually go there to where he used to be living. There's a storage thing and it's full. And he doesn't have the key. So I'm like, this is a game or something? So at some point driving around.
Still going my theory, what I said earlier in the video.
Take it back. And I was like, okay.
Sean says Randall took him to the Pearl Apartments and told him to get the totes out of his truck.
And I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, you're lucky I don't say nothing about what's in the boxes. He said something. No. I don't know why he said something stupid. And punched him a couple times in my hand. He just, I don't know, I thought he was out. And he started that, it's called the death gurgle or whatever. So then I grabbed the hammer and proceeded to, I think I threw something over his face at that point. I might have, maybe not right off the rip. I think a couple more times I hit him with the hammer and then put something over his face because there was blood on the window. Mm-hmm. It was disgusting. It's horrible.
Sean then reveals something even more shocking than the fact that he killed Randall in broad daylight in the parking lot of the apartment complex.
I backed into position, cleaned up, covered everything, and cleaned up my hands best I could. I walked in the door of Diana's apartment, and in 5 minutes, knocked on the door was the police.
In an unreal coincidence, Sean was arrested on a battery warrant that very day, making Randall one of the only victims they can tie to an exact date, February 24th, 15 days earlier.
Wow.
That he was able to calmly deny any role in the disappearances of the Grants 3 with fresh blood on his hands makes his monotone confession today all the more chilling.
This may sound kind of self-explanatory, but why kill
He eating too good. He don't care.
What was the thought process?
He was gonna make me take the stuff out of the vehicle.
New subscriber alert.
But he could keep it for another $300. He's fleecing me for the money.
came down to a decision. So yeah, I killed him to use the truck. Sorry.
It was that truck that he later parked at the Sunport Airport in Albuquerque, where it was quickly discovered by security, propelling this gruesome story into the spotlight and giving the detectives upsetting details to share with family members.
So, the way it was the totes that contained Jennifer's body was in one tote in the bed of the truck. And then there was a few other totes arranged also in the bed of the truck that contained the dismembered parts of both Justin and Matthew.
They each had their own container.
Several containers for that.
Oh, that's right.
And there were a few that were in the cab of the truck, along with Rondo Apostolone's body, which was stuffed down under the passenger seat and wrapped in a tarp.
The sheer horror of what their son-in-law did is almost too much to bear.
But I can't believe he did that.
I can.
All alive. And I'm glad he brought the babies home sick. You know, I don't want to see him. I don't want to talk to him. I want to know why.
I don't believe. I need to hear the police facts.
He said that he could do that to his children's mother, to Aubrey and Andrew's mother, to our daughter. What gave him the weight?
But Sean Lannon wasn't done yet, even after flying to New Jersey with his children.
The last thing on my list was the man that me as a child, my big brother. Big brothers, big sisters, whatever. Yeah, they got too.
Sean says he went to the house of Michael Debkowski, the man who had mentored him in the Big Brother program. He alleges that Michael had taken explicit photos of him as a kid, and he wanted them back.
He didn't want to give me the pictures, so I started beating him. Then he gave me the pictures. It took his life. So, I'm proud of that. I'm proud of it. He expired the moment that I realized I had time to finish it. He could have just given me the pictures and argue and fight about it. Become a problem. And it's horrible too. No one gave above me when I was, for 2.5 years. It doesn't justify it. I feel bad.
In the course of their investigation, the police speak to Gabby, Diana's daughter, and a longtime nanny to Sean's children.
Sean's able to get the pictures back.
That's what he told me.
I'll tell you what he did with them after that.
He told me he burned them or got rid of them somehow, and I was like, I don't know why you do that. That would be like your only defense. Be like, this actually happened. I was like, it was kind of stupid to do that, but.
Indeed, Sean's allegations about Mike Debkowski are unverifiable, even by those who know him best.
I didn't know that he had potential from his big brother. I didn't know that. I was like, maybe I'm a little bit too naive at times. I didn't pick up on anything like that.
We knew Uncle Mike. Uncle Mike was at plenty of birthday parties and dinners at the house, and
He was a big brother that stayed in his life.
Yeah.
He was his father figure. He was. And for him to do that to him it's just and the reason why he said he did it.
well, I knew Jen had said that he was when he was a kid. They never said Uncle Mikey.
According to an internal newsletter from the company Mike Debkowski worked for, Mike was named Big Brother of the Year in 1985 for Gloucester and Camden County. The newsletter actually quotes a then 11-year-old Sean Lannon as saying, "I'm happy to have Mike as my big brother. He acts very nice and we do lots of things with him. I hope he's elected as Big Brother of the Year."
And then at the time when I was around maybe 13 or something, the nature of it changed, so it started being inappropriate.
Okay.
Him and I only, my brother didn't go, we went on a trip to the Grand Canyon or something.
Okay.
And it was like the worst, so at that point he me several times over 2.5, 3 years.
The truth of what Mike Debkowski did or didn't do may forever remain a mystery, just as there is no evidence proving that the other victims had preyed upon Sean's son. However, there is evidence that at least some of these murders were carefully premeditated. and it comes straight from Sean's mouth.
So we have the bodies in the bins and the tools, but like, what did you use to clean up the blood in the garage and all that?
There wasn't a whole lot of blood in the garage. I was preparing. I literally had it on the ground. It wasn't like I was like a pup. Like I already had between that tarp and plastic down. Like I'm not the dumbest guy. Like, and I had to take justice, so I was prepared. There was stuff down most times, but if I didn't, I remember the fat kid felt kind of weird. It's like my hand was, I guess, in part of his brain and picked up by his head, his hair, and kind of wiggled the back onto it when I had to contain it. You know, it's disgusting.
So you had like you had stuff laid out as what you're saying?
Some of it, not very well, what I had available.
And where did that stuff go?
Some of it I washed off and slowly trickled into the trash.
Regardless of motives proven or otherwise, the detectives seem to have everything they need to prosecute Sean Lannon for the 5 murders he's committed since the first of the year. But nothing could have prepared them for the next revelation.
What about the other people he said he killed?
The other 11, that's still under investigation.
And we heard you mention 11 other people in New Mexico, is that right?
I believe
What part?
And their bodies are in the, you know where the mountain pipe builds up? Around grades. Between the, what was that? East and westbound. Some of them are dropped in there. Some I let it went into, I took the exit to view the Malpai, dropped some in there.
Malpai?
Malpai.
Malpai? Oh, Malpai.
The lava tubes,
The lava tube caves at El Malpais National Monument actually require a caving permit, and solo cavers are not allowed. The terrain is harsh, and even the official website warns visitors that the caves are strenuous to investigate.
How long, like, what was the time frame of these?
Two and a half, 3 years ago, started. People come to the house. Yeah.
Man, my bad, y'all. My bad, y'all. I just can't get over the fact he is a real animal. Why is this burger just sitting on the table? Like, I don't like people like that. Well, like, it's all, you could have put it right back on top of it, the wrap it came out of, but you want to just put the burger on the table. I ain't say nothing the first couple times. I thought he was gonna pick it up by now. Like, I don't like that. You can tell there's something wrong with you. You eat food like that, you probably got something in your brain.
Wanting something.
Eating off the table, man.
And how did you
pick it up, take a bite?
Just straight up, how'd you kill?
Wake up in the hospital.
In the end, I mean, I didn't have a pistol and a rifle or anything like that. So the first 2 or 3, a fight ensued. Freaking one of them got shot with their own gun. And there were 2 with a knife from my kitchen. And then, in the end, a pistol.
Sean says he killed these people to protect Jen.
I came in the house. And the one time I stayed in the back with the kids. The one came in, started beating the out of Jen. He had his girlfriend with him.
I doubt you let anybody do
I
that.
think he realized I was there. So at that point, you know, it was always something relative to Jen.
The idea that Sean had already killed 11 people before going on this
Come
current
on,
murder
man.
spree is horrific, but investigators are skeptical.
The thing is, I mean, if
I
you
don't
have
think he
11
killed
people
11
that
people,
go
though.
missing, you don't. I mean, I don't think they have 11 people missing.
That's good.
I mean,
That's good.
I know, but I mean, you're saying that you killed them and put them in there.
Yeah.
I mean, are they because they're illegals or?
I don't know what they were.
Did anybody ever ask questions where these people were?
What you mean they were? Sound like that was
In
my
addition to
color.
the odd fact that 11 people had apparently gone missing without leaving the slightest trace, the police also hear several different versions of how Sean came to use the Malpais lava tubes for their final resting place.
Sorry.
How do you find the Malpais?
And took the tour with the kids once. Like, every time there's someone missing, they're like, I'm sure they're in the Malpai. That's where I got the idea to do it. What's the Malpai? Lava tubes. I didn't know what to do with them. She's like, take them to the Malpai. I was like, okay.
Jen told you that?
And indeed, he apparently told Gabby something completely different about where the bodies went.
From what he told me, those other 11 people, when he was working for the refinery, he put in the caustic tank, and that acid will eat through anything.
To this day, police in New Mexico haven't found any of the victims Sean claims to have killed prior to 2021, and have not charged him with anything in relation to those crimes. The possibility that he invented the story raises serious questions about his psychological state, which his mom says may be linked to his time in the military.
When he graduated high school,
he did something.
He went into the Army for 5 years. And he went to Kosovo, which, if you know the history of Kosovo, it was a violent mass grave, Milosevic, ethnic cleansing. I mean, it was just like a nightmare. But he saw atrocities there. Again, I'm not justifying anything he's done. I'm not making excuses. I'm just telling you what I see. But he didn't come back the same young man he went over with. He told me there could be no God because of what he saw.
In the end, Sean concludes with a statement of remorse about what he's done.
I'm sorry for the destroying their lives.
Taking. Ending.
Kids especially. Glad they made it back home. Doesn't justify.
His casual apology may lead investigators to wonder whether he is truly sorry, but he won't have to convince a jury of his sincerity. Though he initially pled not guilty to the 4 murders in New Mexico, he made a plea agreement with prosecutors that saw his murder charges reduced from first to second degree. This agreement also saw his tampering with evidence charges dismissed. The judge sentenced him to 15 years each for the murders of 39-year-old Jennifer Lannon, 21-year-old Matthew Miller, 40-year-old Justin Mata, and 60-year-old Randall Apostolon, giving Sean Lannon a total of 60 years in prison. However, it will be a while before he serves those sentences.
Now, will he be tried here in New Jersey first?
My understanding right now, that's kind of what's going to happen.
You're not going to make it either
Sean
way.
Lannon pled guilty to the first-degree murder of 66-year-old Michael Debkowski, for which he was sentenced to 35 years in prison. He'll serve out his New Mexico sentences upon release, which means a total of 95 years in prison for the 5 murders. He's currently incarcerated at New Jersey State Prison in Trenton. He and Jennifer's 3 children have been adopted by Jennifer's brother, Christopher. If you'd like to...
He gonna be so mad when Elon Musk start putting them chips inside them inmates first, and they start living forever. Like, oh my, how long you been locked up? 70 years. How old are you? 120. Yeah, Elon Musk gave me the chip 40 years ago. I just been the same age since. Yeah. So look, don't worry about it. Hey, y'all finna stop getting off easy. Y'all finna stop getting off. I'm telling y'all finna stop getting off. It ain't no way. We finna start making y'all be able. You got 95 years. We gonna have something to make you live for 94 years, man. I'm gonna have something to make you live for 94 years. Right before your release date, like, oh, it's over with. I'm gonna pull the plug, like. You know, man. Hey, you better stop playing. But look, the only reason, hey, you wanna know what this all come down to? Not only is it a mental health, like he in a bad state of mental health, because like she said, he went to the Army. He probably went through a lot growing up. He was broke. Yeah. I don't know what it is. I told y'all from the beginning of the video. I said by the way he looked, his haircut. When people have hair like that, they either have money or they have nothing. And he was one of them with nothing. And he only killed Randall because Randall ain't, he wanted, like he said, he just wanted the car. Because you broke. Like, if y'all don't start paying attention and putting 2 and 2 together, why you ain't got no car? Why you kill Randall? You basically killed Randall because you was broke, right? Then you said all this, like police ain't confirmed nothing that you was talking about this whole time. Hey, these are type dudes like him. This is the type dude who become police officers. Look at them. These type dudes that become police officers, if they don't become a police officer, they're nothing in life. Like it's certain people out there like that. I know 9 police officers that look just like him, and he missed this cut, and he couldn't do it. He went to the army. He like, oh, got PTSD and all that, and I will give him that. People do go to the army and come back and have PTSD, and it's not their fault all the time. Cause y'all sitting over here sending people into them war-torn environments. You can't even send nobody to the hood for longer than a couple days without them having PTSD. Like what? You can't, like, damn, hold on. You telling me I can get shot walking out my front door? Hold on. Like, people start getting PTSD from the hood. What you think happens when you go on a war? You at war. You got everybody that don't look like you could be an enemy. But everybody ain't no enemy because you still got to be cool with them. It's the same way at home, but hey, you can sniff out people easier at home than you can overseas. That's their area. They live here. You don't. Yeah. This man, he killed these people because he was broke. I'm telling y'all now, only somebody who broke can be this mad. I don't care what, even with PTSD. Nah, man. Nah. You have psychological problems and you was broke. The broke is what increased the psychological problems. Yeah. You ain't just flat out crazy. You ain't just one of them crazy billionaires who just so bored in life and just like, I don't care anymore. I want to see this and that and just weird. Nah. You got kicked out your house. Life's just hitting you back to back to back to back. And then you in the military. So look, being in the military is like going to jail, y'all. You get institutionalized because you so used to being in this system, making sure it don't matter if you ain't got no house in the military. You want to know why? They gonna you gonna have somewhere to stay. They got somewhere for you. It like, come on. Think about it. Think about if you were, like, say you were homeless, right? And then, or they like, man, you got to get out of my house right now or do something. And you can start military next week and they yelling at you like that. Like, man, y'all better start realizing. Some people only go to the military just so they have a little money so they people rushing them. And then they got to go through all them traumas. And some of them want to go, like, do it. Be like, I want to serve my country. And I ain't built for it. And obviously he was one of them. His mind wasn't built for that. But everybody can tell what type of person you are. That people around you, they wanted to act like you was cool. I've been like, nope. I can tell by your haircut you up to no good. You up to no good. Be like, oh, what you do for life? Oh, I do this, I do that. And I see that you on BS. I'm like, You ain't talking about no 401k. You ain't talking about no stocks. And your hair that, you look that stressed out? No. I'm cool. Hey, y'all, I'm finna go ahead and get up out of here. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button, man. And watch out. And don't quit ignoring. I keep telling y'all, quit ignoring people. I see dead people. And they over here like they controlling what I do. Hey, you got one time to play with me like that. I see dead people and they control my actions. Yeah. Don't let them, don't let them people get you touched, man. Hey, keep y'all head up, man. Don't let them play with y'all. And watch out for everybody. Your neighbor might not even be real. Yep. But you don't know that. I ain't never seen them bring no groceries in. Hey, but that's just me, though.